Check. Dirty draws, nigga. Just to pole. Rockin' the block. All day, nigga, in the spot. Check it. Life, love, and the truth, though. Yeah, check. Hey yo, I rap for the love of the art. Struggle cause a nigga thug is in heart. It's like my life is slowly falling apart. The things I did for this money, I give them no thought. Rob, steal, sell, anything, invented the more. Knowing the cost, but I'm not giving a fuck. I reached my limit, so some niggas gon' be giving it up. And it's a trip to see how quick a nigga mind can flip. From some grind and shit to some hard time and shit. From stacking them dollars to scraping and scratching for pennies. I got it in me, but the hustle is not to be friendly. I'ma make it cause to survive is my life purpose. If I bitch out and let it ride, then my life's worthless. All my dogs came straight up out the slums, man. I love them niggas cause I'm knowing where they from, man. If I don't know you, I don't fuck with you, simple as that. Blow, throw a hit and cut with you, then I'm watching my back. It's life, love, and the truth, cuz this for my true thugs. Doing this shit the nigga do to get this loot up. Money making and law breaking is a must. Play it by the book or you be running out of life, love, and the truth, cuz this for my true thugs. Doing this shit the nigga do to get this loot up. Money making and law breaking is a must. Play it by the book or you be running out of luck. It's life, love, and the truth. From the start of my youth, man, I'ma do what I do to get my hands on some loot. I put my 9 away and grind all day in the booth. You were mine to do what I wasn't inclined to do. I blind the view. Niggas who can't take the view and shake the view. Niggas tryna make the news. I check you dudes because I don't respect you fools. I flex the tools. Let's see who be the next to lose. Text the fools like my off left Texas dudes. For my blue thugs, my red and blue thugs. Niggas that do the shit they do, they get the loot up. We shoot up. Any nigga tryna boot up, so shoot up your fucking chick and let them know what it is. Bitches, the draws coming through and we handle our business. Life, love, and the truth, cuz it's for my true thugs. Doing this shit the nigga do to get this loot up. Money making and law breaking is a must. Playing by the book or you be running out of luck. Life, love, and the truth, cuz it's for my true thugs. Doing this shit the nigga do to get this loot up. Money making and law breaking is a must. Play it by the book or you be running out of luck. Life, love, and the truth of it is life is a bitch. Niggas ain't worth it cause they be on some old trifling shit. Assault rifle and shit. Might lose your life in this shit. Niggas have better get right or pay the price in this shit. Ain't nothing nice in this shit, but I'ma do what I must. And it's a must that I survive, only in God I trust. Keep my mind focused on moves that I'm making, man. If my late taking, come and take it then. No hating, faking, perpetrating on my block, nigga. Cause now we got this shit locked with the Glock, nigga. Keep it high, it ain't gon' stop till I drop, nigga. And if I drop, then that must have been I flop, nigga. It's life, love, and the truth, cuz it's for my true thugs. Doing this shit the nigga do to get this loot up. Money making and law breaking is a must. Play it by the book or you be running out of luck. It's life, love, and the truth, cuz this for my true thugs. Doing this shit the nigga do to get this loot up. Money making and law breaking is a must. Play it by the book or you be running out of luck. And you be running out of luck, the truth, nigga. 2-Po and D-Rock. Tag, 30 draw. 2002. Do the fade out thing.
Yeah, nigga.
I don't know what it is about this.
2 trillion mixtape. Fuck keeping it 100. Fuck 1,000.
Again, 100,000, that's a hell of a
Nigga, we
band.
2
Friend of
trillion.
50, that's a hell of a friend. Get money, that's a hell of a plan.
Ryan
Niggas mad
Mac.
cause they know that I can. Switch your side
Hosted
like
by
the
the Crunk Man.
Just to get a couple rings on the hand. Pop the top on your head like a can. Pop the top on the tail. I fuck with niggas in Vato. They not the meat off your taco. But I'm the capo. I'm the one who handle nacho. I just make a call to Carlos. He got a Carlo. He gonna twist you a hollow. Then I make a call to Pablo cause he got gelato. He just leave it on the capos. I just this shit to Rollo. Bitch, I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking boss. I feel like I'm Ricky Ross or Ricky Rose. I got an AR-15 in a K. And I got work on the motherfucking way. She gonna do whatever I say. She's the type to make a band in a day. Do we got a problem like dope boy? All of my niggas like dope boys. My best friend ain't Nunez. Put us together, we got 2 heads. Money bag open, but 2 fed. Beat the nigga police blue red. Can't sell dope, they too scared. They don't want smoke, they too scared. I got on Balenciaga, fuck the bottom, the whole shoe red. Bitch, I'm in Atlanta, that blue flame. 4 chains on like I'm 2 chains. You ain't never kick it with a nigga, you ain't Bruce Lee, Jet Li, nigga, you ain't Luke Kane. So don't try to make me stop. I got niggas from the streets top. OG taught me how to re-rock. Now I got dope boy Reebok. 100,000, that's a hell of a band. Friend of 50, that's a hell of a friend. Get money, that's a hell of a plan. Niggas mad cause they know that I can. Switch your side like the Kevin Durant. Just to get a couple rings on the hand. Pop the top on your head like a can. Drop the top on the truck on the man. 100,000, that's a hell of a band. Friend of 50, that's a hell of a friend. Get money, that's a hell of a plan. Niggas mad cause they know that I can. Switch your side like the Kevin Durant. Just to get a couple rings on the hand. Pop the top on your head like a can. Drop the top on the truck on the man.
Yeah. Pure Work Family. MVE is a vision. It's a label. Crunk NT, Crunk Man. All in your baby mama, nigga. Ha ha. Come on. 2 trillion mixtape, nigga.
Goddamn right. Yep, that was Ron Mac off the 2 trillion mixtape. Look that up on YouTube. Check that out if you feel like it. But anyway, welcome to the motherfucking truth. I'm your host, Stanley White, aka D-Rock the motherfucking block. And today I'm gonna read y'all an excerpt from my book. Hello, my name is Stanley White. This is chapter 2. Why am I starting at chapter 2? Because the fuck I feel like it. Chapter 1 is the intro, but it's a hell of an intro. But y'all ain't ready for that yet. I know y'all like, don't tell me what I'm ready for. Trust me, y'all ain't ready for that yet. You're gonna need therapy after chapter 1, because I'm gonna need therapy after I finish writing chapter 1. And the reason why this is chapter 2, or it starts off like this, is because shit, I felt like this was the second main part of my life, or the second main event in my life, and that's how I'm writing my book. The chapters are basically turns in my life, and this was one of the turns. So y'all buckle up, because this is gonna be kind of a bumpy ride. I reread it this morning. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but I want y'all opinion. It's 37 quick pages, but I'm gonna try to read fast and not hold y'all too long, because I know we got a meeting anyway, so I know I got to cut off. But this chapter is called Leaving Home. On the road with Keisha, and I know we spoke about Keisha earlier on Ed's show. You know, I wasn't up on the panel, but yeah. That's why I say this Keisha is not as bad, but she's still a Keisha. But anyway, on the road with Keisha, going to Atlanta. Often wondered if I would ever have the strength to leave the metro behind, my hometown. It was all I knew, honestly. At this age, I didn't think there was anything else outside of my hometown. I always felt that if you were born in a certain place, you had to have loyalty to that city, or at least the state. But here I was, helping my girlfriend move to helped my girlfriend and her mom move to Georgia. Although I ain't been nowhere that I can remember. My big brother Barry has. He even been to Atlanta a few times. For some reason, he always come back, so I figured it wasn't much to see there. He'll say shit like, it's a great place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Or, be careful in Atlanta. You can go there for vacation and leave on probation. Whatever that means. I just hope Keisha and her mom going to be okay because they're going to be alone after the move. That's what I was thinking as I was watching the river of gravel flow under the car we drove down Interstate 20. We listened to the Big DM until we got out of Columbia and the static took over. That's when Keisha put in her favorite tape, Mary J. Blige, My Life album. After hearing it almost twice, it started to grow on me. I mean, I like What's the 411 with Grand Puba, but wasn't a real fan of Mary. I was a fan of pop, Redman at the time. This was a new genre for me. Also, I learned that the dropper picked the music. I started getting bored. We left around 1 p.m. and it's already 3. Why have we been driving so goddamn long? Where the fuck is this Atlanta? As I was thinking about it, I noticed the sign said Atlanta, 78 miles. She must have seen it too because she immediately took Mary out and put Shaggy on. It wasn't the whole tape, thank God. It was just the single Boombastic. It just recently came out, so it was the hot single around that time. I liked it. It was all right. Maybe I liked it a little too much. I made her play it a few times until she wanted to hear Luke on the Friday soundtrack, which fit the mood closer we got to Atlanta. After sitting in one spot for 3 hours and getting a little frisky, especially since now she's bouncing and gyrating to the song Scarred. Good thing her mom wasn't in the car with us, because I don't think she would have had the same appreciation that I did for watching Keisha move like that. Keisha mama drove her car. Big Mike drove the U-Haul with one of his partners. And since we were the last in the convoy, I could do things without being seen by the parents, such as smoking, leg rubbing, rubbing on other things that was soft and squishy. Damn, why couldn't I have been driving? Or why can't at least pull over like old times sake? Really last week, but that's old to me. I think we're in Atlanta. I could tell because almost immediately we both lost interest in each other and started to take in everything that was around us, while also trying not to lose sight of the U-Haul. The lanes went from being 2 lanes to 6 lanes. So we knew that we were entering a big city. We got off I-20 and got on the 85 South. Everything was moving so damn fast. The traffic, the people, the animals, police, everything and everybody seemed as if they were running somewhere. But where in the hell was they in a rush to go? Ignoring that, we eventually got off on the street called Riverdale Road. It was right next to the airport. It was the closest I ever been to a plane, except when we went to the airport to drop Chris off and go live in Springfield, Missouri. Even then, I only saw it from a window. These planes were close enough to touch, it seems. Still, it was breathtaking, although the buildings were going so fast on the interstate, you couldn't even really notice the scenery. But it was all one big, beautiful blur. And so were the people. I felt immediately that I probably wouldn't mind living here despite what my brother said. Then I quickly realized that I'm only here to visit. Once the truck is empty, I'm back on the road headed home. It's only been a few hours and I'm already a little homesick, but thank God it didn't take long to finish unloading the U-Haul. Afterwards, I couldn't speak for everybody else, but I was spent. I was tired. How we got a 3-bedroom house into a 2-bedroom apartment was anybody's guess, but we made it happen. By we, I mean them. I mostly expedited the move. since I was there merely for moral support. But once we got everything inside, the adults went to go grab something to eat and gas up the truck for our ride back. Keisha and I stayed back. As soon as they pulled out of the parking lot, she was on me, trying to tear my clothes off, kissing and grabbing. I mean, she was aggressive. Not that I minded, but I was mentally over the whole situation because I knew we were breaking up. The reality was, once the truck got back and I left, our relationship was over. Shit, I'm 15. I can't even comprehend a long distance phone call, let alone a long distance relationship. So it felt awkward. Plus, I had the cotton mouth from smoking that joint with nothing to damn drink. But I ain't stop her from kissing me. I figured, hell, why not one more last ride in the hay? I mean, she is my homie, lover, and friend. The damn adults got back just as fast as they left. So nothing more than vigorous kissing and fondling was able to go down before the smell of fast food filled the apartment. What an adrenaline rush. The way we moved toward them, they didn't know whether we were shocked to see them or hungry as hell. It was actually both. Although I wasn't a fan of fast food, burger and fries didn't stand a chance. Blame it on the munchies and the moving. Thanks to the soda, I felt comfortable if she wanted to kiss again. But it was time to go. Then my stomach started bubbling. See? That's why I hate fast food. It's processed beef. The food gave me the runs almost immediately. I'm glad I didn't eat it on the road. That probably wouldn't have ended well. Neither will this situation if I don't find the bathroom like now. While I'm in there with what I call a mild case of explosive diarrhea, I'm thinking to myself, I need to take a shower after this. Can't just sit in the truck with a shitty booty. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, get them lights up while I go grab me something to drink real quick. So I'm in the bathroom and I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna need to take a shower after this. I can't just sit in the truck with a shitty booty. That's just not kosher. So it took me a little longer than normal to use the restroom and come out. When I did, I only saw Keisha and her mom. They were sitting at the dining room table, but I ain't think nothing of it. I figured the guys outside waiting on me. I mean, you can't leave me, right? I look outside and see nothing but cars. No trucks, no U-Haul, nothing. So I go back in, looking as confused as hell, and I asked Miss Renee, did they leave? She ain't answered. She just smiled and looked at Keisha, who was looking up at the damn sky, smiling and biting her lip. It was cute, but it wasn't answering my question. I looked back at Miss Renee, just as she was getting up to the table to leave. I just shook my head and went outside and lit a cigarette. When Keisha came out a few moments later, she looked as if she was about to bust from some hilarious joke she heard inside. I just looked at her. The next words that came from her lips changed my whole mood. She said in a calm, yet stern manner, similar to my mom, I sent them back without you. You staying here with me for the rest of the summer. My fucking jaw could have fell completely off. Look, I was speechless. Because as a man, I plan all my moves. At least I thought. Now my whole summer is being planned for me. Oh, hell nah, I thought to myself quietly. Since I'm the only one not in agreement with this situation at hand, Thinking quickly, I said, well, let me at least call my mom and let her know. Thinking that my mom could send me a ticket. I don't give a fuck what it was. Bus, plane, I don't care. Just something, because I'm getting homesick for real now. Not only that, I don't have no clothes, toothbrush. I don't have nothing. I just wasn't prepared. The only thing I prepared was my goodbye speech. I even thought of a way I could muster up some tears. Now there wasn't no need. I called my mom, no answer. Suddenly, I felt like going to the bathroom again. When I came out, she handed me a joint thinking that'd cheer me up and said smugly, like this, you'll be all right. I'm thinking to myself, man, I had things lined up. When I got back at home, I couldn't wait. It was taking a while for reality to set in. My pager was vibrating in my pocket every few minutes because my girlfriend slash next door neighbor ain't seen me all day. And I'm guessing she might be a little worried. I don't know because I don't know and I probably won't know because there is no way I'm calling her from Keisha's house. Not just out of respect, but because I wasn't in a fighting mood, especially being so far away from home. Damn, I need to call my mom again. This time, Ron answered the phone and said Mama wasn't gonna be home until later, but Barry was there. I didn't want to talk to him though. I was still mad at him for snitching on me before I left. But anyway, all wasn't lost though. Even though I was upset with Keisha, I could never stay mad at her. She was one of my best female friends, and despite me having other girls, she had my heart. I always had a love for her. And although she didn't grow up with me in college place, we had a strong bond. It wasn't until we dated in high school that I truly fell in love with her. Then shortly thereafter, her mom decided to up and move. She got a better job in Atlanta. And I learned early that money makes a woman move. Good for them, but what do I do with my feelings? Keisha mom, that was a question. That was a real question. Keisha mom gave me $50 for helping with the move, even though I wasn't charging her anything. Keisha had me wrapped around her finger. I would have done whatever she asked for, honestly. The money came in handy since I now required a few items. So we went to Walmart to get a few toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. This little $50 is going fast, and I'm gonna still need cigarettes, cigars, and something to put them in. And something to put in them. My bad. Wink, wink. Keisha pitched in by buying me some boxers, socks, tank tops, and t-shirts. As I'm looking at this shit now, I did buy a couple of things that I needed, but she really bought me the shit that I really needed. But I digress. I don't know what I'm going to do about real clothes yet. This is too much stress for a teenager. And I'm not talking about how I got thrown into this situation. I'm talking about being in Walmart with a woman. God damn. The women walking around here half naked. What the fuck? I'm appalled, pleased, and shocked all at the same goddamn time. All right, get it together. They just women. Women with great bodies, beautiful skin, luxurious hair, just drop dead gorgeous. I swear you can put all these women in a rap video. They'll blend in. I'm starting to get a headache now. I guess it's from too much reckless eyeballing. And my neck hurt because I ain't never used those muscles before. I don't think I looked at Keisha once while we were there. And I think she noticed. I forgot she liked dancing the loop, but she didn't want to meet his dancers in person. Before we started arguing, I said, let's go. Besides, I needed to smoke. Too much excitement for one day. And I'm here. And since I'm here, I'm almost certain to have to help him move this furniture. Shit. I'm not looking forward to this. Needless to say, we killed the rest of the weekend unpacking. The more we unpacked, the more the place started feeling like home. Well, at least for them, because my home was 300 miles away and I couldn't see that far. I was in a faraway land, and this felt like a fairy tale nightmare. Fairy tale because it was the first time away from the discipline of my mom and my older brother. A nightmare because I'm not in control of my movements, and I'm under the guidance and control of women. Luckily for me, both these women had my best interests at heart, so it wasn't bad at all. It was actually refreshing. For the very first time, it felt good to be away from home. Feeling optimistic, I asked Keisha to take a walk around the block with me. I didn't just want to smoke my cigar, but I also wanted to patrol the neighborhood that I would be living in for the next few months and Keisha would be living in for the duration. I'm territorial like that by default. We may not be together technically, but I would feel better knowing the layout a little bit more. On our walk, we didn't see anything too weird. Everything just seemed brand new to us. Style of dress, the slang, the music, everything was new. And loud. And black. I've never seen so many beautiful black people in one place in one time. Wally World was like a micro version of the outside world. There was ass and tits everywhere. It didn't bother me, but someone else started getting offended. The sidetracker asked what she had on the agenda for tomorrow. She simply said nothing and went back to being silent, arms crossed and looking at her pigeon-toed feet as she walked up the hill. While I, on the other hand, taking it all in. I'm counting pools, and right now we just passed the third one. Am I tripping? Even in Columbia, the largest project, Saxon Homes, only had one pool. It was huge, don't get me wrong, but if you had an issue and you had to fight, wasn't going to no other pool. You just had to fight. Here, on the other hand, you had options. I remember when my homies and I used to have to break in the pools just to go swimming or jump in the creek, literally. The difference between the two cities kept sticking out like a sore thumb. For instance, loud music was not prohibited. Scantily clad women were glorified instead of being bashed for dressing like whores. It wasn't outlawed like it was back at home. Besides the pools, I was wondering what people did for fun. Not that I cared because shit, I was the king of fun in my own mind. I could make anything exciting. Side effects of being a bored child with next to no toys, I guess. We also learned on our walk that there was a convenience store right across the street. Two plazas, one on each side of the street, that were less than 2 minutes away. Talk about convenience. We ain't had no stores near us in Columbia except for the damn nickel pump, but that was the closest it was to in walking distance, which was about a 20-minute walk. But the more we scouted the neighborhood, the more women we saw. The more women we saw, the more clingy Keisha got. She went from holding my hand to holding my hand with both hands to holding my arm. It was her way of letting the others know I was taken. But by the looks on their faces, they didn't care if I was taken, spoken for, married, or anything else. They had a term for it in Atlanta called choosing, and I was getting chosen like a motherfucker. Picking up on that vibe prompted Keisha to tell me, I know you still mad at me, but I promise I'll make your stay worthwhile. In my mind, I was like, yeah, right. How the hell you gonna fix this? You created the problem. At least let me in on it next time. But Keisha is my friend at the end of the day, and I really do care a lot for her. It's just that I know in my heart that the only reason why I'm here is not because of me choosing to be here. I'm here because she's slicker than I am. Intrigued and slightly turned on, I replied, oh yeah? And how you gonna do that? She said, well, my mom has to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll show you then. I took the arm that she had in her clutches and I put it around her waist as we crossed the street back into the apartment complex. Damn, these cars flying. What the fuck is the speed limit around here? Where is everybody in such a rush to go? Crossing the street was like playing Frogger. I'm just trying to get us home in one piece so I can see what this surprise is going to be like in the morning. Kind of looking forward to it. Might as well make the best out of a bad situation. Like the saying goes, take lemons and make lemonade. This situation, however, will need a stronger drink. Too much stress for a teenager is all I'm saying. I mean, it's the second week of summer and I'm already not having fun or working. At least I got a girl, even though she's not technically my girl. She still gives a fuck about me though. Enough to make me comfortable. While we were out, her mom cooked up a quick meal. Not just for us, but so she could take something to work for lunch. That's smart, being that it's going to be her first day and she's not sure about breaks and things like that. And I learned a lot from just watching how Keisha mama moved and operated in comparison to my mom. Speaking of moms, I need to call mine back. Conversation went something like this. Hello? David? Yeah, it's me, Mom. Where are you? Still in Atlanta. Mike left me after we unloaded the truck. Can you send me a ticket to get back? Mike didn't leave you, boy. Keisha wanted you to stay this summer with her, and I said it was okay. That is your girlfriend, right? Not technically. Yes, I guess. Reflecting on the times our mom caught us having sex. Yeah, I guess. My mom, not really giving a damn, one less mouth to feed this summer for a single mother of 4 boys. Well, have fun, and I'll see you before school starts. Click. All I got was dial tone. I just looked at the phone for a few seconds before hanging it up. I wanted to break it, but it wasn't mine to break. All I could do was bite my back teeth in frustration. Realizing that I'm here and I'm not going home anytime soon, I briefly thought about all the plans that I made that are going to be flushed down the damn drain. Tamika was still paging me, but I couldn't be mad if she left me. I mean, we was only in the talking phase, and the only thing we did was kiss a few times. We were never intimate, which really made me think that my feelings for her was real. I was hoping to be her first. Speaking of first, Tarnisha was paging me too, but she ain't really count at that time. I was only stringing her along because the dude that she cheated on me with broke up with her and cheated on her with somebody else. I beat him up though on the school bus before I had made this excursion to Atlanta, and it wasn't for stealing my girl. It was for disrespect and stealing my girl. I thought this nigga was my homie. Anyway, the only reason why I took her back was because she was my first. I thought she would be my only, so I kept a special place in my heart for her. Plus, I was cool with her whole family, her mom, her brothers. But here I am in Atlanta, far away from my world, my comfort, my home, and I needed to lay down. After we ate, I got a hot shower, smoked me a blunt and a cigarette, and it was time to turn in. Keisha was chatting with her mom while I was prepping for bed. She brought me some fresh boxers, socks, and a t-shirt in the bathroom while I was in the shower. She had everything else set for me on the couch near the patio, which was convenient so I could step outside and smoke in the middle of the night without going in and out that loud ass front door. Besides, even though her mom knew we were sexually active, we wasn't married, so she did not allow us sleeping in the same bed. I folded one corner of my cover, fluffed my pillows, and folded my clothes up beside me on the floor so I can access my pockets in the late night. Thinking to myself as I bent to my knees to sit, where the hell Keisha at? And before I could sit down, I heard her voice telling her mom good night. She started walking my way with her little wool blanket in her hand and her thumb in her mouth. She hopped on the couch and laid down next to me. Silk robe, rubbing up against my skin immediately turned me on. Either I like Keisha more than I let on, or my hormones was raging. Something about her doesn't just get close to you, damn near gets in you. She can be tantalizing at times. Lying face to face with her blanket pressed against her lips with one hand and the other hand on my wood, she said, I wish you didn't have to sleep in here, but you know how our moms are. We're not married yet. She gave me a kiss goodnight and turned over, back against my chest, soft ass push against my hard stick. She started grinding on me, same way she was doing to the music in the car earlier. And she said, I'll be back in the morning, but for now, get you some rest. I love you. As she walked away, I grabbed her hand and said, I love you too, Keish. Good night. Not sure whether I meant it or not. Kind of slipped out in response to how I was feeling. I was a ball of emotions. Maybe I did really need the rest. It's been a roller coaster ride of a day. Those 7 hours went by so fast, felt like 30 minutes. I didn't know I was asleep until I got up. And when I did get up, I got up to Keisha's mom getting ready for work. That was a beautiful woman. I mean, a solid body and a beautiful face. In fact, she used to put me in the mind of Walona from Good Times. Her hair was always nice, but like Keisha, she was strong and independent. Two qualities men don't care for in women. Employees, sure, but not women. So I understood why she was by herself. Other than that, she had all the attributes. She even made breakfast for us before heading to work and reminded me to take out the trash on her way out the door, seeing that I was up. Keisha wasn't up to hear her leave, but got up shortly after. And when she got up, she went straight to the bathroom. I said, what the hell you running for? Your mom done already left. She said, I know. I heard her pull off. Now come here, I'm naked. I went to her room. It still had a few boxes that still needed to be unpacked. And there she go, laying across the bed, looking like black royalty. I instantly remember why I was so crazy about her. When it came to me, she always was so inviting. She was laying there resting on her elbows, legs open, but one leg bent, pussy just smiling at me. Without thinking, I just went down and started giving her head. Before I really got started, she was already pulling me up towards her and pulling it out through the hole in the boxes to put me inside her. We ain't had sex in a few days at this time, so she was wet, warm, and tight. I almost felt like the first time. After a few strokes, she wrapped her legs around me and started moaning and scratching. Before I knew it, we were both climaxing. But we're not married, so can't come inside her, only on her. But the way she was gushing, you think I slipped up and didn't pull out in time, but I'm smarter than that. Besides, my mom would kill both of us. No need to die over something that feels so damn good. We tried to take a shower, but ended up going another round in the shower. And afterwards, we got dressed, looked at each other like, damn, that was good. I could tell she was straight because she didn't pick up her blanket. That was her little comfort. She put on some music while I went back to clean up and straighten up my little area and put on some real clothes. It was time to face the world. This time with a better attitude and knowing since I'm stuck, but I got benefits. At least I got benefits. And the scenery isn't bad either. The city is activating my urge to explore. And I'm usually good at exploring because I have a decent sense of direction. My homie Brandon and I used to explore the woods when we got bored back in the day. We always would get lost, but eventually we found our way home. And that's when I learned that you have to get lost before you can be found. Today, we're going to explore Atlanta. This adventure would probably prove to be a lot more exciting than any of the other missions that we were on. First mistake. We got on 285. Only having taken my permit test, we didn't go in depth with the highway signs, but as a man, you learn on the spot. 285 was a loop. Interstate 85 hits the loop at the top and the bottom. Luckily, we only went around this loop once, I think. All I know is we drove for hours. And I just remember saying, damn, this look familiar. You sure we ain't passed this already? Atlanta's nice and all, but I'm almost sure they don't have two of the same airports. Just then we heard a loud pop, and I saw a lot of smoke coming from under the hood, and the car's engine temperature went up. We thought that the motor had blown in that little 89 Toyota Camry. Thankfully, it wasn't the motor, just the radiator cap. It got blown off because it wasn't on tight. So we had to pull over, let the car cool down before we tried to make it back home. The mission was a dud for now. We have to wait until her mom gets off, and hopefully we can use her car. Her mom came home around 5. Seemed like everybody's parents were coming home around the same time. When the parents came home, the kids came out. Almost like it was an unwritten rule not to come outside while the parents was at work. I heard the kids speaking about somebody named Wayne Williams allegedly snatching kids, but shit. We had Johnny Watermaker in Columbia, so we was kind of used to that. After our mom got settled, we took her car and drove around. Seems as if there were stores everywhere. Gas stations, restaurants, plazas, discount malls. We stopped at a discount mall on Old National Road, not far from Riverdale Road where we live. From outside, it didn't look like much, besides a lot of people coming and going with not much in their hands. But when we got inside, it was a different story. This place had everything a mall would have and then some, without all the luxury decor. This place was more like a gutted out warehouse with booths and makeshift corridors. There was a barbershop in the corner, a few restaurants in the back, a hair salon, a few booths that did braids and extensions, tattoo booths, gold teeth, ear piercings, clothes, shoes, jewelry, TVs, and other appliances, pagers, car phone service, home phone service. They had it all. Even high-priced knockoffs, if there was such a thing. It made sense once I found out that these discount malls were our version of a flea market. Except these are indoors. Ours in Columbia was outdoors, and we only had two. A big one and a little smaller one that's about a block away. This city was littered with them. We ain't had much money, so we window shopped, grabbed a bite to eat, and got back to the apartment before Miss Renee missed us. We met a few people but didn't exchange any info. I know I wasn't going to anyway. I was just visiting. No need to make friends that I soon forget about when I leave. Although Keisha and I were fucking, I planned on forgetting about her too when I left. Which should have been a few days ago, but who's complaining? Right now my mom would have been bitching and wondering about what my whereabouts was, whereas Miss Renee, she was cool. She didn't even press us like that. Besides, we stayed close to the house because we didn't know these people. Strangers in a strange land, you would say. The days were hot, but the summer Atlanta nights were nice. Very nice. City lights in the distance, police, fire, ambulance signs going off along with the sounds of gunshots and screams. Absolute music to my ears. Starting to feel a little more like home. Think Atlanta is growing on me. The next day was the same routine. We had sex, smoked, cleaned up ourselves and the apartment. Then got dressed for the day. Today is really the first official day of summer, so we ain't staying in the house. And if I have anything to do about it, we ain't even staying in the neighborhood. This time I had a destination in mind. I remember Keisha mom suggesting that we go to the underground mall. A lot of people your age go out there to hang out. And there's a lot to do. My mother would have never suggested no shit like that. Not going out or having fun. But Sounds like what we were looking for. It's summer, so let's see what this city has to offer us for excitement, besides traffic. We tried to find this underground mall, but I didn't want to ask for directions. It's important to not look like a tourist when you are a tourist. We at least knew we was on the same street. We seen signs for the underground, but the directions were confusing as hell, especially since every other street was a one-way street and parking didn't really seem to exist. But there's nowhere to park. Where the hell are all these people coming from? Every few minutes or so, a crowd of people came flooding into downtown. So my instincts told me to follow the crowd. Really, I was just taking in the sights. Hell, it was free. All I saw were groups of pretty girls in little ass outfits, and they were very loud and very opinionated. Unlike the girls I was raised around, I mean, we had our hoes too, but it was on the hush hush. These girls were grouped up reciting Lil' Kim lyrics from Get Money. I like these chicks, but Keisha looking at me like, you better not stare. I threw her off by saying, hey, we at the zoo. I'm just looking at all the animals. While I point out different street performers, hustlers, and characters, you can almost tell who was originally from Atlanta and who the tourist was. Because Atlanta had its own dress code, a dress code me and Keisha soon adopted once we arrived here. Miss Renee gave Keisha a few dollars so we can eat and get gas, but not much else. It was more than what we needed and definitely more than I expected. Right now, I'm watching a different dynamic right before my eyes. I'm just too young to realize it. The only time my mama gave me any money was to buy her cigarettes or pay for school lunch. Anyway, another point for my other mom. I had that kind of respect for her because I watched the way she moved and I watched how she was with her children in comparison to my own mom. In fact, Keisha had a little brother and her mom sent him with his dad, Big Mike. And I must admit, I was a little jealous, although I tried to keep it to myself. I often ask myself, why my mom wasn't as thoughtful as Keisha's mom? Different upbringings, I suppose. My mom was adopted from what I was told. So I give her the love and respect due to her mother, but I held a little resentment for not having my father in the house growing up. He My dad reminded me of Mike because they both were mechanics. Lil Mike wasn't with us in Atlanta. He was with his dad's family while we made that move to Atlanta. And I think that was a boss move on Keisha mom, Miss Renee behalf. For real. But like I said, they were both mechanics, my dad and his dad. And both of their hands permanently was dirty from grease and oil. The only difference between the two was I had to learn my stuff on my own. He got a chance to learn from his dad. I learned about auto mechanics, small engine repair, and auto collision repair at Hayward while I was in high school, but no real life experience per se. We'll see how that turns out later. And since I'm not going to talk about that right now, I'll just fast forward into the story and say he actually owns a shop right now in Atlanta. He actually owns a car shop called Tire Kings. But anyway, I digress. Right now, I'm enrolled in the school of life. My first lesson is to never bring sand to the desert. My young mind is beyond overloaded. I feel the urge to explore, but I got this thorn in my side. And the further away I get, the more this thorn is inflicting its pain. Talking about Keisha. She's very sweet at times and very possessive at other times. Right now, she's getting very possessive. I'm like, bitch, we ain't even together for real. Yeah, I know I stay with y'all and shit, but this is going to be short lived. Once I go home, it's back to the bullshit. But it's the bullshit I can control. At least I think so. I got all my girls worried, but I don't give a fuck right now. I don't care. I kind of hope they all break up with me because I see their replacements all around me right now. Too bad I can't take any of them with me. Mentally, I'm in two worlds. The world I think I'm part of and the world that I'm actually in. The world I'm in currently has me taking orders from a woman that I'm intimate with but not committed to. And I hate being told what to do. Damn, I was 15. Anyway, I'm ready for this to be over with. It's only 3 months in summer. Why does this shit feel like 3 years? This is only the third week of summer. When does the fun really start? I had more questions than answers. One of my questions, however, was answered. I saw the flood of people. I saw that the flood of people was coming from a train station that was literally across the street from this underground mall that we've been looking for. The closer we got, the louder the train horns were. On the sidewalk, there were grates that you can look down and see the top of the train and feel the wind rushing as it passed by. Pretty cool seeing it up close. Before now, I have only seen it in the movies. And even then, only in big cities. Then it hit me. Stupid, you were in a big city, Atlanta. It has the nickname Little New York. But the state of Georgia was keen on peaches, not apples. Ironically, peaches are bigger and sweeter than apples. But I digress. I have to keep up. Don't want to look like a small town loser against all these city folks. Going into the underground mall, I felt claustrophobic with all the people around us. I was trying to keep sight of Keisha amongst all the beautiful, sweet-smelling goddesses that were walking in with us. I can't lie. I have never been around this amount of jaw-dropping beauty close enough to touch, which I did, with no backlash, surprisingly. It seemed like 100 people were in the entrance with us. Most took the escalator, but we waited like a few others for the elevator. I wonder why people were looking at us all crazy, but paid it no mind till the elevator stopped about 3 seconds after it started moving. When we poured out, I noticed it was mostly elderly and small children with their single mothers that used the elevator. Everyone else used the escalator. Made sense since it was only one fucking floor it went down. Damn, already city life is making us lazy, Keisha. Now the strange looks made more and more sense. Embarrassing. And we're trying not to look like tourists. We failed. To add to that, we didn't know which way to go. Once we left the elevator, we gambled, took a guess, and ended up going to the right, which was the wrong way. I could have blamed it on Keisha since she walked in that direction first, but I should have known something was up because we were the only ones going in that direction. The well-lit hallway big enough to drive a car through was a cobblestone parkway that went uphill and brought us to some glass doors and steps. Was this the entrance or the exit? It was actually both. Exit from the train station, entrance to the underground, or vice versa. So this is the 285 of the underground, huh? Meaning if you don't pay attention, your ass is going one big ass circle. Could prove useful one day though, just not today. When we went through the glass doors and saw that if you go one way, you can catch the train going north, south, east, and west. Or you can go up these stairs to access the buses above ground and another sign that said this way to the underground mall. Shit, reading is fundamental. We followed that sign, of course, which brought us to where we saw the people flooding out of the train station. So the entrance we found by mistake is the entrance to use, I guess, when it's raining. Makes all the sense in the world when you think about it. It's starting to come together now. After about 30 minutes of walking, we're back in front of the elevator. This time we took the escalator. And to the left we go. The air was filled immediately with honey roasted peanuts, but I didn't see where it was coming from. There were stores on both sides. Hold on, I lost my place. Oh. There were stores on both sides of the street, which was literally underground. The street was the same as the cobblestone walkway, but this street had street signs, sidewalks. It was like another world. I was in awe. Last time I had this feeling was at the South Carolina State Fair. The smell of fresh hot food in the air, people shopping, walking around with stuffed animals and balloons. We just didn't have anywhere near the number of street hustlers, street performers, and street walkers that Atlanta had. Plus, the fair was only once a year, and this was just one weekend with no comparison. The hustlers were professional. It was their livelihood. They had several ways to win or lose, that you can win or lose the dollar. If you paid attention, you could actually see the scams they were pulling. But gamblers will gamble, and hustlers will hustle. Unfortunately, losers never win, and there were lots of losers. Losing led to arguments that were easily drowned out by the sounds of singing and dancing, the rap music, and the radio. The dancing reminded me of a scene out of the movie Breaking. But these motherfuckers were like robots going haywire. They called it ticking. I never understood why, but I do know that they'll give Turbo and Ozone a run for their fucking money. We were starting to get tired, mentally and physically, from maneuvering through the many crowds of people that were either shopping or buying from street vendors or just in the damn way. My legs started burning, and I started getting an attitude. After saying excuse me like I was taught by my mom about 1,000 times, I started saying move or nothing at all. Just started shoving my way through the crowd. Finally, we made our way to my favorite part of any mall, the fucking food court. There were more shops ahead if we were to continue walking straight, but we couldn't go no further. The smell of food is overwhelming. It's intoxicating. Besides, we didn't have money to do any shopping, but we did have enough money for food, or so we thought. We had just enough money to buy one meal and share it. That was our fault. We went to the first restaurant we recognized and they didn't have a long line. Big mistake. A long line meant good food, not bad customer service. Although at first glance it would seem that one of the cooks was arguing and yelling at the customers, that wasn't the case at all. As I said, the people here were loud. He wasn't fussing at all. That nigga was actually drawing in customers by getting their attention. You had to in order to have an edge against the competition out here. He was too funny, but not in a rude way. He also wasn't the cook. He was just giving out samples. Yes, samples. You could test out any dish they had at most of the restaurants. Why am I just now learning that? I must have walked by at least 2 or 3 times just trying stuff. And that was after me and Keisha ate. I told her I was going to the bathroom and I just walked through like it was a buffet. Then I didn't tell her about the trick until I got back. But her pride wouldn't allow her to take freebies, let alone free food samples. You can call it hood bourgeois or bougie. But I was debating on going another round. I tasted about 3 different orange chicken and my taste buds was going ham. Now it's time to get back to the car. I'm glad too, because I needed to walk off this food. Not saying I'm fat, but I did have too many samples and too much soda. Couldn't wait to get outside and smoke a cigarette. That's the quickest way to settle my stomach. Either that or a blunt. Probably neither, but that's what I was telling myself as I blow the smoke out the window while we drive down the interstate. Leaving the tall buildings and downtown landscape in the rear view, thinking back on all that ass I saw, the food I tasted, made me think of one thing as I looked over at Keisha, who was ignoring me, of course, and rightly so. I've been pretty much ignoring her the whole day. Not because I wanted to, though. I was in unfamiliar territory and my guard was up. But as a woman, she probably thought my mind was on all the holes. It was. She was partially right in her assessment. Still, it was a feminine way of looking at it. I'm learning early on that women create movies in their mind, directed by them, starring them, and a lot of times watched and liked by only them. You'll know when they made a part of the movie when you're handed the script. Most women are happy when you recite the words they want you to say in the tone they want you to say it. That would make it easy for them to digest. Knowing that, I'll play my part. What else I got to do? I can't go home. Not even sure if I really want to go back at this point. But it's a reality. Since these days are going by so quick, especially since these days are going by so quick. Keisha didn't like the downtown experience. It's anybody's guess as to why. So most of our time was spent around the house in the neighborhood. That's until Keisha started job hunting to help her mom pay for her school stuff and just so she could have a job in general. With so many stores, businesses, restaurants, and more that lined up the street on both sides of Riverdale Road, I knew it'd only be a matter of time before she landed something. She went on a few interviews, but ended up settling for working at a gas station called Quick Trip. That was about a block away from the high school she'll be attending her senior year, North Clayton. This was the same gas station we saw the naked women at. I thought to myself, can't work here. I mean, you sure you want to work here? She said they start up at $9 an hour with the raise after 90 days. In Columbia, they start you off with $5 an hour with the raise and nothing but your damn stress levels. So it was a no-brainer, even with a high school math education. I couldn't knock it. I just pray that she don't end up being one of those women we saw dancing naked on top of the cars. She definitely had the body for it, though. Feeling successful at finding a job, it was time to celebrate. By celebration, I mean let's take the rest of the day off and go lay up since we got the house to ourselves. I'm taking every advantage now because time is winding up. I haven't left yet, but spending every day with Keisha and knowing I'm about to be gone in a few days made me start missing her before I was gone. I talk junk about being told what to do by women, but I can't lie. It made me feel more like a man because I was responsible for stuff. I had a key to the apartment. I had tasks that had to be completed. Kind of like it was at home, but more stress free. At home, I couldn't see outside until my chores were done and forget about having a key. My key was my room window being unlocked. I love my mom, but these women showed more trust in me. And in turn, I wanted to behave in a way that trust would remain intact. I eventually learned how to drive because they both would let me practice in their cars. Then again, me and Keisha both took driver's education the year before. We both had our permits, but she just got her license before I did. And Mike hooked her up with a used car with no payments. I guess that's the advantages of having two parents versus one. I wasn't jealous this time, just observing. I thought it was dope actually. Even if I didn't have it personally, it was still good to see because it's hard to imitate something you've never seen. Well, I've seen enough movies to know that if I'm going to be an actor or if I'm acting, I better stay in character until the end. And the end is here. I'm leaving in the morning. I'll be leaving in the morning. My mom finally called to say she sent the bus ticket for me to get home. As soon as Miss Renee told me the news, I started packing my clothes in the bags I kept from shopping, anticipating this day. I'm excited to leave. Almost a little too excited. But I was homesick. What can you say? I ain't never been away from home this long. Keisha wasn't even sharing my excitement though. She was sitting there on the couch in the living room, head down, arms and legs crossed with her blanket. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is wrong with her? She knew I was leaving eventually. Hell, I wouldn't even been here this long if she didn't pull that stunt in the first place. But at the same time, I looked back at Keisha. She looked up at the same time. And I saw the obviously sad eyes immediately. I just stopped what I was doing. Walked over there to Keisha and kneeled down in front of her. She lifted her head after wiping the tear, and my heart just sunk into the same knee I was kneeling on. Hold on, y'all. Shout out. Let me welcome a couple of people that came in. Shout out to Gaia, JD, Sugar Bomb. Sugar Bomb, you back? It's good to see you. I ain't gonna get on your ass yet. Don't worry about what this book called. You were already ready to get it. Ah, shit. What's up, Corey Love? Israel Mills in the building. Emperor Kojak, Raj Will. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let me get back into it. I had to take an intermission. We got some stuff going on in the background. But she was sitting on the couch in the living room, head down, arms and legs crossed with her blanket. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is wrong with her? She knew I was leaving eventually. Hell, I wouldn't even have been here this long. She didn't pull that stunt in the first place. But at the same time, look back at Keisha. She looked up to me, and I saw the obviously sad eyes and immediately stopped what I was doing. I walked over to her, knelt down in front of her. She lifted her head after wiping the tear. My heart just sunk into the same knee I was kneeling on. For a split second, I thought, damn, this must be what love is. For no other reason besides seeing my friend cry, I started crying too. Then reality set in. I love Keisha, but I'm leaving. She never said she wanted me to go, and her mom never said I had to leave. Yet we all understood that I had to get ready for the upcoming school year. We'll both be seniors, and then we'll be on our own or going to college. Whatever it is, now is the time to buckle down, and I already know what my curriculum will be. Half a day for starters, because I'm only lacking 2 credits and 1 electorate to graduate, thanks to all the extra math classes I got from Coach Glimp. So I have time to focus on my next move, like getting a job, pay for any college I decided to go to. I won't be getting any scholarships for lack of attendance, but that's my fault. School was boring. Thankfully, it's almost done. What's not done is this movie in Keisha's head. When we started anew in a new city forever, I wasn't with that though. Taking on the world, just me and her. The way I feel at this very moment, though, it seemed quite possible. If it's anything like these past couple of months been, then sign me up. But right then it hit me. I was already on one knee with her hand in mine. So I said hypothetically, Keisha, would you marry me? She didn't say anything. She just nodded, tears still falling. So I unfolded her arms and wrapped them around my neck, dropping my other knee so I could uncross her legs and wrap them around my waist. And I just pulled her to me and held her, and we both said nothing. We just silently cried as we held each other and embraced our last few kisses. Seemed like an eternity passed before we realized her mom was standing there trying to tell us goodnight. Right then, I pulled back, but Keisha kept her legs locked around me while she wiped her eyes, trying to seem like she wasn't crying. But surprisingly, she must have thought of this ever since my mom called. She said, you can sleep in Keisha's room tonight. I'm like, what? Me and Keisha looked at each other both in shock. And I was like, yes, ma'am. And before she walked off, I asked her, can I marry your daughter? She said, looking at Keisha, ask my daughter. I looked at Keisha and she emphatically said yes, smiling again like she was before she knew I was leaving. That night was the most passionate night of my life up until that point. She made love to me like she wasn't never gonna see me again. It was the weekend, so her mom went out and we had the house to ourselves. We never left the room. We just made hot, sweaty, nasty, insane love all night and then fell asleep in our juices. When we woke up, we went at it again. Felt like a honeymoon. My bus was scheduled to leave around noon, so we left a little early, anticipating the traffic. Keisha's mom drove while we sat in the back seat, hugged up. Plus, we ain't nowhere to go, and we ain't want another 285 incident. When we got to the Greyhound station, it was crowded as fuck. I started worrying. I hope I don't get on the wrong bus and get lost. Oh well, I gotta figure it out. Right now, I need to see what's up with my new fiance. I know she's sad, but is she okay enough to see me off, or is she gonna go off? Let's see. Her mom, being the responsible adult that she is, had already found the gate number and the line that I needed to be in to board the right bus. And now the line is already starting to move. So me and Miss Renee hugged and she kissed me on the cheek and said, "Be safe," and call her when I got home. I told her thanks for everything and most definitely will call you when I get home. I then turned to Keisha, grabbed both of her hands and kissed them. Then pulled her to me and kissed her too, with the force to let her know it's not over, we engaged. Then I boarded the bus, keeping Keisha in my sight the whole time, trying to burn her image into my brain. I could still feel her, and despite the smell of the other passengers, I could still smell her essence on me. I found a window seat on the side that she was standing on, and I sat there so I could just see her, not realizing she couldn't see me through the tent. But she just stood there crying until the bus pulled off. I wanted to cry too, but I wasn't sad. I wasn't happy either, but I wasn't sad. I just didn't like seeing her hurt. And that's why I paused it. So, like I said, that's just the excerpt. And that's only like a third of what chapter 2 is. I think I might have ended it there and started another chapter. I don't know. But I know I got a couple of them written, but that's the first one that I typed out and was going over it. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. But like I said, I'm 15 at this time. I bet the fuck you do want to know more. There's more to know. Hold on. I can let me pull up something else real quick then. Listen, I want to know more. Yep. Is this one it? How many pages is this? This one is 8 pages. Oh no, it ain't. Nah, I think I'm gonna save this one for another day, Sugar Bomb. But no, this right here picks up right where I left off. Chapter called Coming and Going. The bus ride to Columbia was weird. I figured by now I'd be making plans and coming up with lies for the various people in my life that felt like they were important enough for me to have an explanation of where I've been for the last couple of months and why haven't I been answering my pager. Whatever it was, it better be good. My mind couldn't concentrate on that. I was thinking about Keisha. The more I thought, the more I questioned myself. Did I really just propose to her last night? Did she really say yes? What am I going to do after I graduate? Marry Keisha? How will I get back to Atlanta? Will she find someone else before I get back? All kind of questions was popping up in my head. Before there was a break in the line of questioning, we hit a bump in the road and I snapped back into reality. And reality took a strong hold on me. You know Tamika's still a virgin, right? And you are this close to hitting it. It took you months of work and you were still on good terms with her, as far as I know anyway. I mean, I haven't talked to her since the day I left. No, I'm not going into this. It gets better though. Hell nah, y'all ain't got me to keep reading. Almost. But I gotta get ready for the 7 o'clock meeting. JD, you gonna be there, bro? Oh yeah, JD said he'll buy it for sure. You think so? You think I got an art for storytelling? I'm gonna give y'all, since I got a few minutes, let me just tell y'all how I wrote this shit. Like I said, I started writing my book when I was locked up. And it wasn't the first time I was locked up. It was actually during the probation violation situation. And, me having somebody that had my back. But I was getting ready to say goodbye to her too, because I was looking at 15. And I just knew I wasn't going to make 15 years in there. Excuse me. Or at least that's what I told myself. So anyway, being that I was away from my kids at the time too, because at this time the divorce was final, and I kind of basically was like, shit, fuck them. The male character is me. This is the true story. This ain't no I know it could be a movie, and I know somebody will steal it and probably make it a movie. But I'm gonna post a link for the hell of it. Y'all wanna chop it up, y'all can. I ain't got but about a couple of minutes, 10 minutes, I think, for the meeting start. But anyway, so while I was in there, it was different because once I had that administrative hold on me, I immediately went to the hole, the SHU, what they call segregated housing unit. So I was in the SHU. I had one 15-minute phone call a month, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So I'm like, ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna be able to maintain a relationship on the outside like this. So I kind of told her, to stop seeing me and all that shit. And I kind of was in a place. But in this place that I was in, something was saying, write the longest letter that you can to your children. And basically that's what this is. This is me writing my autobiography, basically saying this is who I am. That's why it's called Hello, my name is Stanley White. Because this is who I think that Stanley White is, from my perspective. Yeah, me and Iz just doing whatever today. That ain't my fault. You be coming on here late with your good talking self. Some of us have things to do, man. But it's cool to see you though. I like that conversation that you and Iz had the other day. Cause we actually need, not want. I say it if the other motherfuckers won't. We need to have females on our panels. Because when we're speaking on relationships, that's not just a man's point of view, what type of situation. Like, we want to have conversations with y'all. And it's good to be, having these ideas and, like I said, mentally sparring with each other. Especially knowing we ain't trying to fuck y'all. Like, that's when we should be getting the honesty and the best information out of each other. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to fuck each other. I think that's where we start. You know what I'm saying? Building. Let's start there. The foundation is ain't nobody trying to fuck each other, so we ain't got no reason to lie. Cause like I said, when that dick pussy shit get involved, all kind of lies come out, or unnecessary bullshit. I don't know. I hope I get voted out this meeting. I hate fucking meetings. But it's all good. Usually don't start shit in my chat, but it's okay. I can take it. Travel on. Hell nah, not no goddamn YouTube box. For the simple fact that shit, if they spend much time in YouTube that they spend with they do, then you wouldn't hear from them. But I understand why they here. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, even some of us who are in relationships, a lot of us like to listen to the content on YouTube. So, you know, I know a lot of these niggas be YouTube dating. They using this shit as a dating app. Because at least they get to fucking talk and see the person. You know what I'm saying? They don't get clickbait or not clickbait. What they used to call that shit? Catfish. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of these motherfuckers don't show avatars or they only from the waist up or whatever the case may be. But you're right. Motherfuckers use this shit as a dating app. That's crazy. But I understand it. For some reason, I understand it. People gonna use whatever means they can use to get it, especially if it's easier. Shit, he ain't got to nobody got to really say shit. Or I mean or really prove themselves. Hold on, by 7 o'clock, do you mean 8 o'clock? I don't know. And Ed's probably gone. JD, you still in here? I thought the meeting was 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Miss CJD, what's up? What time is the meeting? 7 or 8 o'clock? Cause I ain't get the link yet. Well, I don't see the link. Yeah, the last link I got is on the yeah, that ain't him. All right. I appreciate y'all that stopped through. Hold on. Somebody asked me a question. I think men want to be heard, but come off aggressive and mean. Yeah, y'all thought the same thing about James Evans until they took his ass off the show. Then you missed his mean ass. He didn't even have to say shit. He just had that damn nose that was pointed like a damn triangle. He just looked mad when he breathed. Tribal One said, Stanley White, if you want women on the panels, do you think you will get outvoted because other men do not want women involved? But shit, I feel like hell, everybody got their own channel. They can do what the fuck they want to do at the end of the day. But nah, because I look at it like this. What the fuck? I ain't saying I'm trying to be like everybody else. Lord knows I don't like doing none of the shit that everybody else is doing. However, I see the recipe to growing your channel, and it's having conversations. You know what I'm saying? And from those conversations, because think about it. With any conversation, if you start a fucking conversation 10 minutes from now, you're not going into that conversation already knowing what the other person is going to say. So just having this dialogue, period. That's why these folks be having people on their panels, multiple points of views on their panels, and they'll clip it. At the end of the day, after that long 3-hour discussion is over with, they'll clip the shit. You know what I'm saying? And them clips and them shorts is what make they shit take off. Yeah, I ain't fussing at y'all. My bad. I ain't mean to come off mean and shit. You know, my bad. I can be nice. I don't like how I feel when I'm doing it, but I can be nice. I can be courteous. I can't be nice. I'm lying like hell. That felt like a lie. And I'm the motherfucking truth. Lies don't sit well with me, so let me be honest. I can be courteous. I can't be nice. I can't be nice no more. I think that shit died when I turned 45. Most definitely, Gaia. I ain't got no other choice. I've been me so damn long. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do or who else to be. Plus, I like being me. There's only one me, and I find doing me, I'm the best at it. So why not? And that's another thing that I learned from writing that story. Oh, okay, it's 8 o'clock. All right, cool. But that's also something that I learned from writing my story. Like, damn, this is my story. Like, this is my existence on this earth. And the fact that I can recall so much of it, because like I say, I was trying to paint the picture of where I was mentally when I was writing this. But to add on to that, a lot of times I wrote this shit under the light that was barely coming through the fucking little slit in the fucking door. And I'm going back through and editing it now. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the original transcript. So I'm thankful for that because I wrote the whole thing. Basically, I wrote a skeleton version of it, but it was freestyle. And I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all this, I'm not bullshitting. Sometimes when I was writing, I would like write the shit and then because I've always made straight A's in English language arts and stuff like that. So punctuation was big on me. It got to the point where the story was coming out so fast and so fluid, like I was there. I can actually smell the fucking grass when I'm talking about I'm in the yard, or I can smell the fucking smoke of these crowds that I'm walking through. Like the shit was so real and I was so much in the moment that I could barely write as fast as I was thinking. So I was just writing. You know what I mean? That's why I'm going back rewriting it now. Because going back reading that shit, I'm like, what the fuck was I saying right here? But you know, it was me literally pouring my thoughts out on paper. And like I said, I found out that damn, for this and plus for this to be an autobiography, it's like you got to stop writing at some point because you still living. And I'm glad I did take a break. I'm glad I didn't let my brother rush me into putting it out because, like I said before on the previous stream, like a lot of shit coming back 360. Like that's not the last we hear from Keisha, mind you. But you know, I'll get into that another time because Keisha come up a few more times. Last time, matter of fact, I can call Keisha right now and see how she doing. But I don't even want to bother her. I can call her mama too. Let's see, it's 7 o'clock. Let's see.
Hey,
Hey, Miss Renee. I am doing good.
good, good. Good to hear. I'm doing good too.
You sound good.
Mm-hmm. How them babies? There ain't no babies no more.
Nah, they ain't no babies no more. They love, I don't know what to call them, but they good.
How old is everybody?
They are 12 and Jackie just turned 10.
Okay.
Yep, 12 and 10.
And it's 3 more.
Yeah, I got one of them right here. She's 20 something, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Her brother's 23, and Dion is 19.
Okay. That's funny. Lord, it's amazing how time flies.
Tell me about it. But
Yeah, how time flies.
I was just talking about you.
Really? Who you was talking to me about? With?
I was talking to you to everybody on the internet
Why?
because I'm doing a podcast. I was reading a chapter out of my book.
Really? You didn't
Hmm.
tell me you could have a book.
Yeah, I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book on my life.
Well, cool. Cool. I have to get a autograph copy. And what's your podcast? You have to send it to me because I didn't know. And what was you saying about me, David?
I wasn't saying anything bad. It wasn't nothing bad to say about you.
I still want to know what you said. What you told them people?
About how just basically about how cool you was when we first went down there to Atlanta. When I helped y'all move down there. That's
Okay.
that's the only far as I got.
Away from home. And your
Nah.
mama was mad at it. I told her I was taking you with me.
Uh-huh.
Well, that is so good. I can't wait to see and read your book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still gosh, I sent Barry some pictures because it should be right around Connie's anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, I'm still thinking about her, even though it's been such a long time. And then my mom, it'll be 6 months for her tomorrow.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah. But other than that, all is well. Everybody's doing good.
That's definitely good
Or
to know.
everybody's hanging in there. We'll say that.
Yeah.
But everybody's still alive and well. So that's the good thing.
Good.
Good. So you still in South Carolina?
Yeah, I'm still here. We doing pretty good up here. Matter of fact, when you're talking about autograph copy, I'm gonna send you an autograph copy of the movie too.
Okay. So which one? The one that I saw on TV, or is it another one?
Probably one you saw on TV, Son of a Preacher Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got distribution, so they're gonna make hard copies.
Very good.
So I'm
Very good. That'd be excellent. When you headed this way?
I'll be there. What it is? Sometime in March, like the end of March.
Okay. Make sure you let me know when you come.
I will.
When you're coming down and stuff. I would love to see you.
I know.
Saw Barry. He came by. Yeah, it was sometime in November. I had a little discrepancy over here with my boyfriend.
Uh-oh.
So I didn't know Barry was in Atlanta. And he popped up in like 5 minutes. I was like, where were you? Down the street? But I was glad that he was here. You always need somebody somewhere to put a little fear in somebody every now and then.
Yeah, I know. I wish I was closer by.
No, it's okay. It's okay now.
Okay.
So it wasn't, anything drastic or nothing. But, sometimes you have to make sure people don't try to get crazy with you.
Most definitely.
Came and held it down for me for just a little bit.
Good.
Yeah. So, that's what it is. When the last time you talked to Ron?
Yesterday.
How Ron doing?
He doing all right. He was just up here at the house earlier this week. He doing good.
He's still down here, or he done moved back up that way?
Nah, he's still down there. He downtown.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to hit him up. I've been kind of MIA as I do from time to time. Went back to work, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of, everything, missing my mom, and just trying to pull it all back together.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Yep.
So
In there.
that's what I've been yeah, I know you understand. So that's what I've been doing.
Only thing that helps is time and keeping those positive memories going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how we have to do it. So that's what it is, honey. That's what it is. So I had a little part-time job. I quit that yesterday. They got a little crazy. So still doing my car. I hook up to the car. Yeah, I'm in the car now.
Okay.
I gotta run and take some blood to the lab, and then I'm gonna come back and kind of chill out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get back on this thing I'm working on.
Okay, but yeah, do send me the text about the podcast.
I will.
How often you do your podcast?
I try to do it every day.
Really? What? At the same time or at different times?
Yeah, roughly the same time. I try to go on about between 5 and 7.
But okay. So let's see, but well, you make sure you send it to me, and is it like podcast? You're just primarily just listening, or do you get to interact?
I get to interact.
Okay.
Yep. Sometimes Ron be up here with me.
He do.
Yeah.
And what's he promoting?
We just conversating.
Okay.
But he is working on a few things right now.
Okay. Good. When did we lay Connie to rest? I can't remember the exact date.
I don't even. Hold on. I can tell you. Give me 1 second. That was the day I was trying to forget.
Want to forget them, but we just, it's important to hold on to memories and stuff, and and I know it ain't easy.
Yeah. November the 16th from what I got.
November 16th, I don't know why I was thinking, well, it was cold.
Yeah.
Around the time that we laid her to rest and stuff. So yeah, that's about right. I couldn't remember the exact date, but I know it was a little cold and stuff. So, but we understand, and I really can't wait to see you.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you too. It'll be soon.
Okay, well, just send me that info.
I will.
And I'm going out of town. My best friend, you may remember Miss Dale, because we've always been friends for over 30-some years.
Yeah.
So her and her husband celebrating 29 years of marriage.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the Bahamas for a few days next week just to celebrate them.
Okay, cool.
We'll see what we can do. Just go and get some R&R, I believe.
Yeah, much needed rest and relaxation. I feel you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, baby. I don't want to run out of words. I just want to say we need to just do better about being in touch with each other. Which we never fall apart. We hit each other up when we deem it necessary and when we're on each other's heart.
Yep.
That's for sure.
And you were definitely on my heart.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate you mentioning me. I wish I could get like a recap of what y'all talked about. I'm nosing.
That was the recap. All I talked about was the time when I was down there during the summer.
Yeah, did you tell them your army story?
No, not yet. I ain't got that far.
Make sure you tell them you got hell
Yeah.
and hell responsible.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but look, it's all at the end of the day, everything turned out all good.
Yep, they did. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I just started laughing. I say, life be life now. That's
Yeah.
for darn sure.
Yep, it sure does. I wrote about it, but I haven't told them about it yet. So I definitely haven't forgot.
Okay, gotta leave some good stuff for them to read upon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Well, so I'm running to the store right quickly and touch bases with you real soon. I gotta be held accountable too.
All right, Miss Renee. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Love you, baby.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Sugar Bomb, you here. Come on, girls trip. Stella finna get her groove back. You here, so. But yeah, still cool people. Because what you'll learn in the first chapter is she went to college with my mom. They know each other since the college days, high school, college days, which meant me and Keisha knew each other. Appreciate that, JD. Which means me and Keisha knew each other since we were babies. But like I said, we didn't hook up until high school. So just to give y'all a little context. But yeah, she was talking about, and I ain't even, like I said, I ain't even get to this part yet, but she was talking about when I signed up for the Army after her daughter signed up for the Army because we were together. And came down to the day I was supposed to go. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I tried to book. Guess who found my ass? It was Miss Renee and the MP. But he did the realest shit though. I ain't even gonna front. I was like, man, I changed my mind. It was like, nah, you already signed. Even though at this time I only signed the one time, so I really was right. But you know, she was pushing me to go. I wanted to go at one time. But anyway, so they pulled up on me. I'm talking, I got a fat ass blunt hanging out my mouth. I'm like, I'd rather smoke this fucking blunt to go goddamn sign up to these motherfuckers' army. Shit. Motherfucker whipped up on my ass. She was like, get your ass in the goddamn car. You going to the service. You ain't gonna be one of these standing out here with these nothing ass niggas. I'm talking about, yeah, it was one of them. Like she snapped like she was my mom. So yeah, man, that's why I got to give it up to her, man. And she was front and center at my mom memorial. I don't give a damn what she was doing. She stopped that. She stopped what she was doing, and she was there. I was her best friend. But y'all just be thinking I be talking. I don't just be damn talking. This shit real. I need to send her this info too so she can check it out. Cause I ain't scared of what I talked about. Not at all. Not at all. I know she gonna get on my ass about some of this shit, but it is what it is. Must I remind you, I'm a grown ass man. But I'm gonna send it to her. Yeah, they do. But like she said, her mama just passed 6 months ago. Her mom. I knew her mama too. Like I had pictures of me when I was little at her mama house. And I think them the pictures that she was saying she sent my other brother. Probably sent pictures of pictures, but yeah. She got a lot of our family history. I do mean a lot. Like I said, I'm my mama's best friend. So, and I'm talking when I was telling the story, I'm telling y'all from a 15-year-old brain, like as much as cool we was and all that shit, nigga, I wasn't taking nothing seriously. But I did propose to her. We did try that shit for a while. But she was also the same chick that I sent the wrong letter to in Germany. And we were trying to patch the shit up because I had already got in trouble once when she called the barracks and some bitch answered the phone talking about she was my girl. But I was able to talk my way out of that. I'm like, you know how women lie. You a girl. I was on my dirty folk shit. But depending on who she was lying. Because who I think it was, I wasn't fucking her. A friend maybe, but it's probably not her. Shell as much. It happened to me in Job Corps too. But Job Corps happened after this chapter. That's what I was getting ready to go into. But say that shit for another day. I'm gonna go ahead and get prepared for this meeting of the minds. And like Travel One said, I hope I don't get booted out for wanting females on the panel. But I know y'all got questions. Might as well get it answered by somebody who ain't trying to fuck you or fuck over you. You might have some valid concerns. Because I think y'all do. I don't think all of y'all are tripping or fucked up. I think some of y'all got some valid questions. And you know, much as y'all want to say I'm a misogynist and I hate women, y'all see it. Shit, I got older women that I can still talk to. She's like a second mom to me. But you know, it is what it is. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. Just know. Oh yeah, that was her, JD. That was her. Yep. But like I said, I only spoke on her a little bit. I got a whole lot more to say about her. She was super cool. But she also kept me in line too. That's why you know, shit. Now as a man, I know I control my movements and things like that, so I'm a certain way. But I always had respect. I guess you know, growing up with a single mom, shit, you learn how to listen to women, especially ones that wasn't trying to tell you nothing wrong. Because that's one thing I can say about her. She ain't never tried to tell me nothing wrong. Even when you know she seen that I wasn't a good match for her daughter, shit, she wasn't quiet about that. Straight up. But anyway, yeah, man. I got stories on stories on stories on stories. I ain't gonna run out of content. This shit might be boring to y'all, but it's exciting to me. Some of the shit I lived through. Some of the stuff I can't tell y'all 'cause I gotta check the statute of limitations on the shit. I ain't trying to incriminate myself. So yeah, y'all might get a watered down version, but a lot of these folks gotta use what's going on with other folks to entertain y'all. I could just tell you about my life. The ups, the downs, and the in-betweens. Real shit. This ain't no highlight reel. That's one thing I want y'all to understand. This ain't no motherfucking highlight reel. No, I ain't on top of the world. No, I ain't got it all. Nah, I'm just your average American black male. So the shit that I made it through, y'all can make it through that shit too. Especially since y'all above average. I'm just the average nigga. But the environments I've been exposed to allow me to do what Travel One said, code switching. If I'm talking to a woman that shall be respected, you're gonna get a respectful tone and a respectful conversation. You saw that. I didn't cut her off when she was speaking. Didn't lie to her when she asked me a question. You know, but y'all gotta earn it. Y'all be thinking the person supposed to come in the door with that. No, hell no. I told a lot of lies back in the day. To get to the person that I am now. But you know, it is what it is. is what it is. Shout out to the homie JD. Hit the cash out. Appreciate you, bro. Got something for you, my dog. Got something for ya. Yup. Appreciate you, bro. What up, Ron Mac? I see you in the building. I just got finished talking to Miss Renee. She asked about you. Said, what up? You put the link back in here if you wanted to come up. I know that shit way up in the chat probably now. Since the meeting ain't till 8 o'clock, my time. Guess I could fuck off for a couple of more minutes. Chop it up with the broski. That's if you probably riding around. For sure, bro. Good looking out. That's my motivation, man. You constantly remind me of what I'm doing this for. Just them little twos and fews. They be coming through. Making it do what it do. I appreciate everyone. Real. But since Ron Mac ain't gonna come up, I guess I'll drop this song. I might lose a couple of people, but I like this song.
Yeah, nigga.
I don't know what it is about this.
2 trillion mixtape. Fuck keeping it 100.
Fuck
1,000.
Again, 100,000, that's a hell of a
Nigga, we 2 trillion.
That's a hell of a friend. Get money, that's a hell of a plan.
Ron
Niggas mad
Mac.
cause they know that I can. Switch aside
Hosted
like
by the Crunk Man.
Just to get a couple rings on the hand. Pop the top on your head like a can. Pop the top on the trail. I fuck with niggas in Vato. They not the meat off your taco. But I'm the capo. I'm the one who handle nacho. I just make a call to Carlos. He got a Carlo. He gonna twist you a hollow. Then I make a call to Pablo cause he got gelato. He just leave it on the capos. I just this shit to Rollo. Bitch, I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking boss. I feel like I'm Ricky Ross or Ricky Rose. I got an AR-15 in the K, and I got work on the motherfucking way. She gonna do whatever I say. She's the type to make a band in a day. Do we got a problem like dope boy? All of my niggas like dope boys. My best friend ain't Nunez. Put us together, we got 2 heads. Money bag, yo, bumpin' 2 fed. Beat the nigga police, blue red. Can't sell dope, they too scared. They don't want smoke, they too scared. I got on Balenciaga, fuck the bottom, the whole shoe red. Bitch, I'm in Atlanta, that blue flame. 4 chains on like I'm 2 chains. You ain't never kick it with a nigga, you ain't Bruce Lee, Jet Li, nigga, you ain't Luke Kane. So don't try to make me stop. I got niggas from the streets top. OG taught me how to re-rock. Now I got dope boy re-ball. 100,000, that's a hell of a band. Front of 50, that's a hell of a friend. Get money, that's a hell of a plan. Niggas mad cause they know that I can. Switch aside like they Kevin Durant. Just to get a couple rings on the hand. Pop the top on your head like a can. Drop the top on the truck on the man. 100,000, that's a hell of a band. Front of 50, that's a hell of a friend. Get money, that's a hell of a plan. Niggas mad cause they know that I can. Switch aside like they Kevin Durant. Just to get a couple rings on the hand. Pop the top on your head like a can. Drop the top on the truck on the man.
Yeah. Pure Work Family. MVE is a vision. It's a label. Crunk NT, Crunk Man. All in your baby mama, nigga. Ha ha. Come on. 2 trillion mixtape, nigga.
Yep, that's old Ron Mac. I don't know why he be making garbage like that. I'm just bullshitting. I I fuck with Mac. Mac got some cuts. Mac got some cuts. I remember they used to be coming through when we used to do our little freestyle sessions. What y'all doing? Nigga, we making motherfucking music. Little nigga. Sit down. Shut up. Ah, look at him now. Mac dropping shit. I got Mac, you need to let me get that other track you and Nene working on. Bitch, I'm in the building with 2 trillion on me. That's my shit. Shoot that to me. That's gonna be on here next. I'm just bullshit. I'm gonna hold on to it for a minute. Then I let the world hear it. By that time, hopefully you've been dropped. I hate let me see what that was. Fucking Dat Piff. That shit just took all their fucking music and ran. God damn it. We had mixtapes on that motherfucker. We had an ass of mixtapes on that shit. They just got the fuck on. Like, wow. Okay. That's fucked up. But there's so much I can say about, even just that little chapter, man. I read it this morning before I came up with the idea to see if anybody else wanted to hear that shit, and I was entertained. I was like, damn. And that's just a sneak peek. That's a sneak peek. That Piff still around? Oh shit. It was one of them motherfuckers. If it wasn't that Piff, it was, I don't know, it was so many fucking music apps at one time. But anyway, I know one of the motherfuckers took was it SoundCloud? Is SoundCloud still around? I know it is, but it goddamn, it's a lot of shit that ain't on there no more. Yeah, Weedy 504. New Orleans. That New Orleans in the building. Ain't that New Orleans? I know it's Louisiana, 504. Or Mardi Gras. I've never been to a Mardi Gras. That shit there, I seen some of that shit on TV. That shit frightened me. I don't want to be nowhere with motherfuckers walking around in masks. I don't. And it ain't Halloween, because of Halloween, I stay my ass in the house. I feel like you're supposed to get robbed on fucking Halloween. Everybody walking around with masks on. That be the time everybody want to go out. Everybody want to party. I'm like, shit. Staying my ass at home. Y'all motherfuckers crazy. I'm not fucking around with y'all. Not fucking around. It's still early, y'all. 7:35. So y'all, I guess y'all ain't got no more questions for me. JD, what time you going on tonight? You still going on same time? Or you coming on? Let me see. I'm being lazy. I could just look. See if I can press up so I'm gonna do something in that time. 10 o'clock your time. Cool. That's 11 o'clock my time. That give me a little bit of time to do some stuff. Oh yeah, I know, Weedy. I know it ain't like that, but like I said, I seen that shit as a kid, and I was like, oh hell nah. Cause the shit, I think I saw the wrong shit. What it was, I saw some. It wasn't like National Geographic, but it was that type of shit. And they went to the where the part where the folks was had masks on. They were still practicing voodoo and shit like that. And they tried to tie that in with Mardi Gras. And I think I saw that shit like 1 o'clock in the morning. Some shit fucked me up. Thought it was a scary movie, but then they were like, nah, this is a real place. I was like, oh shit. Then fast forward, Katrina happened. And I got to meet some New Orleans folks in real life. That was rough, boy. But I mean, well, no, that's not fair for me to say. That was rough on the people of that town. Like that shit was fucked up. And then to be displaced and have to go to other people's cities and shit like that, and not to get a so welcome. Like you can find out Americans ain't shit, bro. I hate to say it, but god damn, like when that happened to y'all and y'all had to get displaced and shit like that, y'all got such a bad welcome. But I don't want to reflect on that time. I know that time bring up bad memories of folks because y'all was on modern day wiping out. That's what that was. Had all them fucking excuses. Oh, this didn't work. Oh, that didn't work. First of all, motherfucker, you got something protecting the whole fucking city, but you talking about it can only withstand what, a category 4? You act like there's no such thing as a fucking category 5, or category 6, category 7. Like if whatever the fuck the highest number is, you build your shit to withstand at least a level higher than that, motherfucker. You don't. I'm like, who the fuck came up with this shit? Oh, we only need it for a level 4. So what the fuck is gonna happen if a level 5 come? Oh, we fucked. Mm. And who's the planning committee? Who's the head of this shit? Like, y'all motherfuckers need to be put in front of a fucking firing squad. That's how I knew it. I was like, nah, y'all telling too many fucking lies for this shit to not be what it is. Redistribution of land. Motherfuckers. But anyway, I don't know why I thought of that when I seen 504. That's gonna always be burned on the nigga brain because motherfuckers don't realize the shit that we seen in our lives. My shit start with the Challenger explosion. And shit, all the shit that happened from that time to now. Try not to remember the shit, but sometimes you constantly reminded of the shit. So that's why I feel like it's important for me to get my story out. There's so much shit going on, so much shit happening. Why not see everybody else's story sitting on the shelves in the library? And them niggas told a bunch of goddamn lies. At least let motherfucking truth be told. At least once. But yeah, you can put this shit in the non-fiction category. Real shit. But anyway, on that Mardi Gras tip, I had a coworker. She was a coworker, but you know what I'm saying, she became a friend of mine. And her name was yeah. No, I don't really want to dox her. But her name was Maud DeGrasse. You know what I'm saying? MAUDDEGRASSE. And when I used to talk to her, you know what I'm saying, because I was a manager, she was an employee. She finally broke it down like, nah, my name means Mardi Gras. I said, ain't this a bitch? I'm like, I thought it phonetically sounded familiar when I looked at it. I'm like, nah, this shit spelled Mardi Gras. And you said her name, what? That's how it was. But anyway, that's how me and her became friends because she told me what her name meant, how you know, her folks and stuff was from Louisiana. She was from Louisiana too. And she, you know, they cleverly came up with that name. That's her real name. And her family name is DeGrasse. But it's pronounced DeGrasse. Like, damn. I thought that was clever as fuck. But I need to hit Maud up. I know she on my Facebook. But yeah, that lady there, I think I got stories. That lady, they got some stories too. She'll talk your head off about what the fuck these celebrities got going on. But I'm like, I don't even need to know that information. I'd rather not know. You don't want to know what your hero is really like behind closed damn doors. Some shit you just don't need to know. If you're on the East Coast, Rod Will, that's 11. I know how you like to be early in the stream. You an Emperor Kojak. But yeah, I'm gonna be there too though. I'm at least check in, see what the homie talking about. I know Corey was talking about leadership earlier today, but he was snapping on everybody. Iz was talking about it too. He was talking about duty and leadership. I don't know if they answered the question, but do we think that shit coming back? I don't know if it'll come back on a whole like it used to be. Because if we don't start on the individual basis, we ain't gonna see it again at all. To be honest with you, and the system is kind of making it hard for us to even do that. Oh, okay, Roger, Memphis. Yep, it's gonna be 10 o'clock your time, then, bro. Right. Goddamn Memphis. But that's the thing about the internet, man. It's good to chop it up with people from all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That's how really shit. That's how it was being in Atlanta. That's a melting pot. Being in Job Code, that was a melting pot. We had people of all places around us. Being in the army, people of all places. So I'm used to that shit. And people talk differently, their culture different and shit like that. But at the end of the day, man, we got a lot of shit in common. We can't stand the bullshit that's going on. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Because real recognize real. And when I know that saying is overused and abused, but now real recognize real. And the real motherfuckers see is some fucked up shit going on. And I think all the real folks starting to get on the court. It's still bitch niggas that's gonna do the bullshit that they do, but I mean they bitch niggas, so that's all they programmed to do. Fuck shit. What you expect from them. But if you want to be better, that's probably why y'all gravitate to certain channels because y'all actually want to do better and be better. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Everybody don't want, hear some celebrity bullshit or you got a big name in your title, but then when I watch the video, I ain't learned shit. You just wasted fucking 30 minutes of my goddamn day. At least you ain't going for you women, y'all ain't gonna never be able to think like a man, but listening to how he thinks might help you out. And if you really was listening as I was telling the story, you see how I was thinking versus how I was feeling. So a lot of my feelings shit got me fucked up. But anyway, I try to give you the logic behind why I was what I was in essence. You know what I mean? Shit, hopefully, because I know people be out there thinking they be alone. Shit, this path ain't new. A lot of people done walked this path before. A lot of people ain't here to talk about it or tell about it. I think everybody's story is unique. I wish that everybody can get their story out because in the writing of it, you can learn more about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Parts of it might end up being a story. I mean, a real story. Like I know something that I went through ended up being a 4-part series. And all I was doing was just chopping it up with my homie. He took that shit and turned it into a 4-part series called This Is Us Sermon. Because when I looked it up, I seen a whole bunch of other shit that came up as This Is Us. But it's the sermon starring Victoria Glover. But yeah, that was a part of my life broken into 4 pieces. Chapter 1 said the next chapter to be continued with context clues. Yeah, it's to be continued, all right. Because that's why I say I'm still trying to work on how I'm gonna package it. I know it need to be written. That's the first and foremost. But I'm trying to debate on whether I release it in like a few chapters, depending on how long the chapters are. Because that shit right there was only 37 pages. That ain't shit. That's a pamphlet. But there's one chapter. And maybe if I do 2 or 3 chapters, I don't know. I don't know yet. But that's why I thought I'd share some of it with y'all. Because, I mean, I ain't got no perks and stuff like that. So, give y'all an early version of it before it actually come out. But once it do come out, you know how that shit is. You can't say shit about it, whatever. But yeah. And to find out, like I said, it's just one, seemed like one long ass story, but shit, that's my life. That's my life. Hopefully this will inspire somebody else to talk about their life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might look back and be like, oh man, that nigga life wasn't shit. Let me talk about shit I did. Talk about some of the shit you did. Most definitely. Don't let nothing hold you back. We all have our unique experience while we're here. And we ain't here alone. A lot of us are here a lot less longer than some. So Write about your experiences, man. You never know what you might learn about yourself or other people as you writing it. Cause I found out as I was writing it, some shit that I thought I knew then really came to light. Like this girl, she loved me all right, but being that she older a little bit, she was only 6 months older than me, but being that she older than me and known me as long as she has, she real comfortable. Almost a little too comfortable. And she showed it in her actions. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm ready for this shit to be over with. But it wasn't quite over with. But that's for the next chapter, Travel One. That's the one that y'all almost tricked me into start reading too. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this shit up. Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up. And get prepared for this meeting. Let's see. Okay. Oh well. But it was good chopping it up with y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all for stopping through, hitting the cash out for those that did. If y'all like the story, hit the thumbs up button. If y'all didn't like the story, hit the thumbs down button. All feedback is welcome. Real. Good, bad, or indifferent. All feedback is welcome. Wonder what old JD gonna be working on. JD be laid back. I like chopping it up with old J Dizzle. But it's about that time. It's 5 minutes to the meeting, so I guess we're gonna let me see. Let me find a song we can ride out to. Yeah, let me ride out to this. Y'all heard the instrumental. Y'all can hear the song now.
We knocking niggas out in the club. Niggas talk shit, then a nigga get slugged.
it down for my soldiers. Slinging that rock and smoking the pound for my soldiers. Hitting the block and holding it down for my soldiers. Slinging that rock and smoking the pound for my soldiers. Hitting the block and holding it down for my soldiers. Slinging that rock and smoking the pound for my soldiers. Hitting the block and holding it down. Hitting the block and holding it down. Hitting the block and holding it down for my soldiers. Busting them down and backing them up. Busting the clown and clutching my nut. Holding it down, not giving a fuck. Nigga, what's up and what you need? I got dope and I got weed. I got Oza, dro and Oza coke that'll make your fucking nose bleed. Wanted to do this, not a nigga. Hit me on the cellular. Handle your business right and we can do this on the regular. Dog, I'm telling ya, I'm a 9-time felon, bruh. Fuck with my dope and my smoke and my tea, and niggas they gon' be smelling ya. Step on my block and my strip in my hood like nigga, you ain't from round here. Step in my face and you up to no good, my nigga be killing them down here. Load up at the clip and the shit getting started. Nigga, you witnessing one of the